Hello, hello, good morning, and welcome to a new episode of Tapping with Mel. So it's been a while since I last did these shows, but I have got some incredible people lined up to speak to you over the next few weeks. But first up, I want to introduce you to Mahesha Rice. Now, I've known Mahesha for probably just over a year now. She joined the Tapping into Your Big Vision members community. It must have been is it coming up to a year ago, Mahesha?
It is, yes, yeah. I
Mm.
think May, it is a year actually, yeah.
Yeah, and gosh, doesn't a year go quickly? But I think I knew Mahesha a little bit before that because I did some Zoom calls and Mahesha was always a regular attendee, and it was always lovely to kind of speak to her and tap with her. So I've been following her journey for well over a year now, and of course I've got to know her better since she joined the community. And she even came on the recent retreat to St. Nectan's Glen in Cornwall, where I really got to know her and connect with her in person as well, which is wonderful. So, gosh, I don't even know where to begin. So let's just, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what you do now? Tell us a bit about you and your business and what it is you do.
So yes, good morning. My name is Mahesha Rice. I am a holistic therapist and coach, EFT practitioner, NLP coach, and I'm also a Reiki master. So
That's
that is my new path.
incredible. Now, when I first met Mahesha, she was kind of in a different space, really. You were still working in your corporate job, weren't you? Sales, wasn't it?
I've been working in software sales for about 14 years. I was very happy in my career for many, many years, but in the last, I would say 4 or 5 years, I was starting to struggle a little bit. I felt like I was just running after the money, it was no longer making me happy. And I was lost, just trying to figure out what I was here to do. And that's when I first came across your YouTube channel, and I started tapping. It very quickly became a daily habit. So yeah, it was
I'd
some
love to
videos I
know
still, but
what was that first? What video did you start tapping along to with?
oh
Can you
gosh,
remember?
probably something around clarity and
Mm.
confidence as well. One of my favorites that I even did this morning before the interview is Tapping to Feel Powerful.
Ah, amazing.
It's
Yeah.
my very, very favorite. But I've done, oh my gosh, all sorts. Yeah, most of your videos, I think I have done them on YouTube. So I've been tapping with them for, I would say, a good 4 years now.
Wow. I often don't find out until I ask or until I'm told, how people started tapping. And I didn't realize it'd been that long since you started tapping
I
me.
didn't even know about tapping or anything when I started looking. I was just Googling little things here and there, and
Mm.
your channel somehow popped up. The
You were
universe
divinely led
kind of,
there.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I really believe that. And then now
Mm.
I'm an EFT practitioner. So, yeah, I've been.
So, and that just blows my mind. So I remember saying to Mahesha at the retreat, um, we were just having like a little chat, and I said, um, what Mahesha has achieved in the last year, I think it probably took me nearly a decade to do, from leaving corporate to having an online presence to showing up regularly on social media, to now creating courses and programs and actually getting super clear on her ideal clients. That took me a decade to do. So the fact that you've done that in a year, just absolutely, it's just an incredible achievement. And to go from that clarity, sorry, not having the clarity to having the clarity, but not only that, taking action, doing the courses, doing the training. I think I remember you messaging me saying, "Oh, Mel, I think I want to train to be an EFT practitioner." So I connected you to some people I know, and within a couple of months, you're qualified, and now you're just ready to do it, not overthink it. And of course, we all have our ups and downs in personal life, in our professional life, in things that come out of the blue. And I think what I've loved about you, Mahesha, is the fact that you show up all the time in the group. And I think this is what kind of separates the fast action takers from the people who are still, you know, in procrastination mode. So what would you say it is about you that kind of maybe is it just how you are? You know, once you've committed to something, that's it, I'm going to do it.
No, I wouldn't say that's just that I grew up to be that, I think, because in the last, like I said, 4 years, a lot happened, and that's when my self-development journey kind of started. And so I've been tapping for years with those videos and things, and I think that slowly kind of made me realize that I have to be vulnerable, I have to share, I have to show up and be loyal to myself first of all, so that I can get to where I want to be. And then when I joined the community, I really felt like it was easy, to be honest, because I feel like it's my online family now. People there are incredibly supportive. And obviously there's loads of members there, and there's a few of us that always connect and talk to each other and share. And I always felt like, you know, if I have something, I'm going through something, I'll be vulnerable, I'll be honest, I'll post about it, I'll talk to someone in the group about it. And there's all these ideas that come together. You'll prescribe a tapping video and someone else will say something, you know, and I just feel if I don't share that, you know, if I'm not vulnerable, if I don't talk about my problems and truth about how I feel, then I'm just going to be stuck there and not grow. So I think learned to be committed to that growth and learn to also accept other people's support.
Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't agree more myself. And it's something that I have to remind myself to do as well. And the truth is, I wish I could say that, you know, when you join the group or when you are on this self-development journey, that life is suddenly perfect and things just go your way all the time. Um, it's not the case, as I keep saying, and I want, you know, people to be, you know, I hate the word realistic because I'm all for big goals and quantum leaping and you know, big goals, big vision. But equally, life just happens to us. Well, we cannot control other people's actions. We don't know when we're going to get thrown a curveball from the universe, even from, you know, people close to us, or, and you know, I put myself here as well. You sometimes you don't know what's around the corner, even when it comes to, you know, your parents or your children. And again, I'm talking about myself here. We can't always control, you know, what that's happening in their lives, but obviously they're so close to us, they have a huge effect on us. You know, I've got elderly parents, my dad's got dementia, my mum has mobility issues, so I often just get phone calls, you know, with like, Mel, need you right now. and you know, same with teenagers, suddenly mom. And I wish I could say that that life is just easy and rosy, but I think when we work on our mindset, it's so much easier to deal with these problems. We don't go into like panic mode or firefighting mode. It's just like, okay, this is life. I have the tools and resources and the tapping prescriptions in order to deal with this. And sometimes it's going to be a bigger thing to deal with, but it's just having that knowing that I affect how I feel. I have full control over, and that's the thing, I have full control over my feelings, but I can choose to feel this way or I can choose to feel that way. And this just becomes, it's almost like a practice, isn't it, Mahesha?
It is, that's what I was just going to say. I think it's all about building that toolkit, whatever that is for you. For me, EFT has been a massive part of that. But it's to learn to be aware of your emotions and accept them and acknowledge them, and to know which tool to use from that toolkit to lift yourself back up. And I think I always say self-development, yes, it doesn't mean that say you're sorted for life, you always be happy. But what it means is that when you are depressed or you're having a bad time, you know, where I was 4 years ago, before that, my time of being low will be so long and awful for months. But now when these things happen, I'm very much aware of it, and I'll do whatever it takes so that I'm in that place a lot shorter time.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what self-development is about, is to make sure that you work on yourself so that time is shorter and shorter every time, that you don't drag that unhappiness too long.
Yeah. Oh, it's so, so true. And I love the fact that I've seen you live it through things that you've shared in the community, through you know, just through all the changes that you've made through leaving the corporate to making the decision, this is what I want to do, and just doing it and showing up and, you know, being vulnerable and clearing that and then showing up the next time. So yeah, that's just been wonderful. Now, obviously, this show's called Tapping with Mel, so it wouldn't be, you know, complete without a round of tapping. And my intention is always that even though, you know, you're my guest and I'm tapping with you, I want, you know, this episode to be relatable to other people who might be, you know, listening to your story saying, yeah, you know, do you know what? I'm in a corporate job. I'm feeling a bit stuck and a bit miserable. I know there's more to life. And but I'm looking for that clarity. I'm sure there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people feeling this way right now. So I'd love them to hear your story as encouragement, as hope for what's possible in a very short space of time. But it isn't just sitting around wishing and hoping things are going to be better. It's actually doing the work, surrounding yourself with people who are also going to be supporting you, because it's hard to do this alone. And I think that's why my journey at the beginning was quite, it was, the growth was slow because I had this internal story that I have to do this alone. And again, this is a story that I still continue to work on and clear. And again, like you said, allowing yourself to receive support. Again, so much better than I used to be. But and I want this story to be inspiration for others. But I'd love to know from you, Mahesha, now, what are your goals? What's your big vision? Where do you see the shifts and the growth happening in the future?
So I think before I talk my big vision, I'll give a little bit of background of why I'm here today. As a child, when I was 8 years old, I was adopted. I moved from Sri Lanka, leaving my biological parents, sisters behind, to grow up with my adopted parents who lived then in France.
Mm.
Um, Unfortunately, my adoption wasn't the best. So my childhood was quite traumatic and I had quite a tough childhood. Um, and I'm very grateful to everything that's happened, even though at that time I didn't. Obviously, it was very hard, but now I look back and it really made me who I am. And today, I can clearly say that I know what my purpose is. I know what I'm here to do based on that experience, based on the things that I lived. So yes, when I was working in the corporate world for many years, I enjoyed it for most part of it. And then I came to a point where actually what kicked in, just to give a little bit of more background, 4 years ago, my adopted mother passed away and things got really hard for me. I went into a really dark place and nobody, including me, could understand what was happening because I didn't have a very close relationship with my adopted mother. But what made me realize through therapy and a lot of work I did on myself is that I was very angry. I felt like she escaped things that she put me through, and I never heard a sorry. I never heard any regrets. And that's what I was angry with. But I used that anger to build myself up and asking the universe to show me my path. And we come back to where we started, saying that, you know, I found you, I found the community, I found tools to add to my toolkit. And then so all this happened, and obviously, like I said, now I've become a therapist and a coach because I want to use my past experiences to help others. So my ultimate goal is to really open myself up to help other people that have gone through a similar path to mine, whether they have been adopted or whether they have been fostered, and not just the child that has been adopted, but also the parents that are adopting or are fostering, because it is hard for everybody involved, whether it's the parents that are giving their child away for any whatever reason that is, but all the parents that are adopting and the child. And my ultimate goal is to do that, is to use everything that I went through to today be able to help those that went through a similar path and show my support and serve them. so
I
that they
remember you,
also find inner peace that I found.
oh, that's so wonderful. And I remember you sharing snippets of that story, I think on one of our very first Zoom calls together. And it was almost like, and I could see the vision for you immediately. I could see like, gosh, you've gone through
You're the one,
this.
sorry to interrupt, but you're the one who said, I think that will be your niche one day. And it really is. You said that to me. You said, maybe helping the world of adoption and fostering is your niche. And it really is. It tokes, I've got goosebumps just mentioning it.
I have as well. Yeah.
It really is
Mm.
where I want to be and what I want
Mm.
to do. So
And the thing is that everyone goes through challenges in life. Everybody, there's nobody out there who lives a perfect life. Nobody, even people who might appear they look like are living a perfect life. But I was talking to one of my neighbors yesterday who I didn't know that well, and she's going through some really tough struggles at the moment, and she actually shared, sometimes, gosh, I feel like other people are just living such perfect lives, and I kind of think, oh, and I said, honestly, it's an illusion. Nobody has a perfect life. You may think people may give off that they're living perfect lives, but some people are choosing a different way to deal with it. And you can kind of take your challenges and take your struggles and use that as fuel for growth and doing things differently. Or there are other people who will fall into the cycle of victimhood or blame and anger. And yeah, you experienced that, and of course we all can get angry, but when you can turn that anger into something positive and think, right, rather than let that eat you away, because some people do, they'll just let anger eat them away. And we all know people like that who are bitter and twisted and angry, and their anger just consumes them. Or you can change that into a force for good and use your experiences to do something that will help the world. So I think that's absolutely incredible that you found this niche and that you are going to do amazing things with it. So let's do some tapping around growing this business. You've got the foundations laid now. You've done the training. You've got clients already, which is wonderful. But it's sometimes, because maybe it has happened so quickly, you might still be kind of catching up with that. And I know you're doing the work anyway, but it's just like, I want you to embody that successful businesswoman now, that successful therapist, that person who is just ready to help people in a really, really big way. And
I think that's what really happened at the retreat. We didn't mention it, but when I came to your first retreat, yes, I think that's what really happened there, is that I came to the retreat as, now I know what I want to do. I know what my purpose is. I've started the business. I've got clients. But while I was there, all these ideas were coming to me, and still now I'm still kind of processing it all and trying to really make the full of all the ideas that's coming. And that's the clarity I got there. It's really like what I want to focus on, what kind of programs I want to do, who do I want to really serve, who are my perfect clients. And that all really came to me massively during that retreat. It was so magical and really helped me
what I
gain
loved about
more
the
clarity.
retreat was, of course, we had the whole waterfall experience. And I think, Mahesha, I think you're probably the first one to get into the waterfall. And then we did it all together as a group the following day. You were in there, and you kept going back in, and I could see you under the waterfall. It was just like, it felt like, oh my gosh, she's
I've
letting
been
go of
cleansed. Yeah.
so much stuff. You were really letting go. And then I think you then went back again. Did you go back again the following day?
I did a few days. I think every day I went, apart from the last day. I just couldn't. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm here. I have to make the full use of it. And every time you go in there, it's just so magical. I felt like a layer of me was being washed off, and I
And
was
you're
like,
going back,
let's go
and
back
you're coming
then.
back with us next year.
Yes, I am. I am. Yeah, definitely. I'll be there next year. I
Oh,
knew straight away when you said you're doing another one. I looked at my husband. I was like, I have to be there, right? And he's like, yeah, yeah, you're going. So yeah.
so yeah, so next year's retreat. So this year was about abundance rebirth. Next year's retreat is about, we're going to continue the abundance, because I think money stories, manifesting more money, that no matter how successful you become, there are more layers to kind of let go of, but also step into as well.
Yeah.
But what we're going to be also focusing on the next one, which I think you're going to be more than ready for next year, is to stepping into serving in a really bigger way, becoming more visible, shining our lights more brightly. And I think that came to me because of all the peacocks that were there. I think, and peacocks are all about transformation, you know, showing your feathers to the world, you know, really unapologetically. Because I think people with a business, it's one thing saying, I want to have a business, but the next thing is like being visible. Some people have a real issue with that and find it really hard. But it's like stepping into that peacock energy. Do you know what? I've got this ridiculous tail of feathers like no other bird on the planet, and I'm going to show them. And I don't care who sees these feathers. That is the energy that kind of came to me. I think, oh my gosh, this is what the next retreat's going to be about. So
I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to it. I just can't wait to go back there. It was incredible.
Anyway, you're coming, you're booked on. That's great. So let's do some tapping to really kind of step into that now. Okay, so you know what to do. So, and there's for anyone out there who's thinking about, you know, showing up in a bigger way, growing your business, this round of tapping is for you as well. So we do something in the tapping world called borrowed benefits, where even though I'm tapping with Mahesha and her goals, think about your goals and your business and how you want to show up in the world, and just tap along with us. You're tapping for you, but you're also collective tapping is really powerful. So yeah, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Even though
this
past year has been phenomenal, I've seen so much growth in my personal life
and
in my professional life. I'm ready to expand in an even bigger way now. And I choose to know that it's safe for me to do this. That I'm ready for this. And I'm excited about this. And even though things have happened so fast, I can deal with it. And I'm ready for even more. And I'm allowing it to be easy and effortless. And allowing it to be fun and joyful too. And even though there's been so much positive change that's happened so fast, I choose to know that this is all perfect. My soul was ready for this growth. And I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept every part of this beautiful journey. And I choose to love and honor myself deeply. Okay. All these changes in this past year have been amazing. And I'm allowing myself to get even clearer on where I'm taking this business, on who I serve, the products and services I'm offering, and how I show up in the world. And if there's any resistance around this, I'm letting that go now. Clearing it all away now. And releasing it now. I'm allowing the next steps of my journey to be easy. I'm allowing the next steps of my journey to be effortless. And I'm allowing all the support and the resources I need. To come to me. And I'm ready for this. I'm ready to grow my business. I'm ready to attract my perfect clients. And I'm ready to create whatever products
And I'm ready to create whatever products
or courses
or courses
or coaching programs
or coaching programs
that the world needs from me.
that the world needs from me.
I'm allowing myself to get really clear on my messaging
And I'm allowing myself to get really clear on my messaging
and attract my perfect clients.
and attract my perfect clients.
I'm ready for them
I'm ready for them
because I know I can help them.
because I know I can help them.
And I'm excited to help them
And I'm excited to help them
because the world needs more people
because the world needs more people
who are ready to heal
who are ready to heal
and who can also be of service to the world.
and who can also be of service to the world.
Because it's just like a ripple effect.
Because it's just like a ripple effect.
When I touch the lives of others,
When I touch the lives of others,
when they're healed and supported,
when they heal and are supported,
they will touch the lives of others too.
they will touch the lives of others too.
And between us, we will make the world an amazing place.
And between us, we will make the world a better place.
Because the world needs more light-filled people right now.
Because the world needs, what did you say?
More light-filled people.
More light-filled people, yes.
Who will illuminate the path for others.
Who will illuminate the path for others.
And I'm excited to be a part of this network.
And I'm so excited to be part of this network.
To do my bit.
To do my bit.
To help light up the world.
To help light up the world.
And I'm ready for the next step.
And I'm ready for the next step.
I'm ready to grow my business.
I am ready to grow my business.
Boldly.
Boldly.
And in a loving way.
And in a loving way.
I'm ready to grow my business.
I am ready to grow my business.
To attract my perfect clients.
To attract my perfect clients.
And to be of amazing, loving service to the world.
And to be of amazing, loving service to the world.
I'm ready for this.
I am ready for this.
I'm ready to grow my business.
I am ready to grow my business.
In a bold and wonderful way.
In a bold and wonderful way.
And I'm excited for my next steps.
And I'm excited for my next steps.
Allowing the path to become clear.
Allowing the paths to become clear.
Attracting all the resources I need.
Attracting all the resources that I need.
Whether it's people or financial.
Whether it's people or financial.
Attracting everything I need.
Everything. Attracting everything I need.
That it all comes to me at the perfect time.
That they all come to me at the perfect time.
I'm ready for this.
I am ready for this.
Ready for the next step.
Ready for the next step.
Ready for my business growth.
Ready for my business growth.
I'm ready for even more personal growth.
And ready for even more personal growth.
I'm ready for all of this.
I'm ready for all of this.
In body, mind, and spirit.
Body, mind, and spirit.
Okay, take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, how are you feeling, Mahesha?
Amazing, I'm ready.
I know you are. So tell us where we can find you. Actually, I think we can see it at mahesharice.com. Is that correct?
Yes, that's my website. Yes, you can find me at Mahesha Rice. Sorry, mahesharice.com. I'm also on Instagram at Mahesha Rice. And yeah, drop me an email, mahesharice.com.
Lovely. So do connect with Mahesha. You know, if you feel, sometimes you just meet somebody online and think, oh gosh, yes, I feel really energetically connect with them. So do reach out to her. And I'm excited to see your journey continue to grow and to flourish. And yeah, and just so, yeah, delighted that you said yes to yourself and to your growth. And it's just been so wonderful to support you this past year. And, you know, long may that continue.
Well, I just want to say thank you to you, to the community. It has been amazing to be part of it. I'm so grateful that I found you all these years ago. And yeah, I think every little bit of growth and discovery that I've done, you've been part of it. So thank you ever so much.
Oh, my absolute pleasure. So yeah, so I've those of you who are watching this on replay, obviously depending on when you watch this, I have a free webinar series coming up for the next couple of weeks about manifesting the next chapter of your life. So You'll find the details of how you can sign up to that below, but also you can find details of the Tapping Into Your Big Vision membership community as well, somewhere around this video. So connect with Mahesha, feel free to connect with me, and yeah, excited for everyone watching this video and you bringing more light into this world. Thank you so much for joining me, Mahesha. And
Thank you very much.
again, yeah, just so excited to see your continued growth. Lots of love. Thank you.
Thank you.